Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be showing you guys what I take when I go outside to sketch. So here's all the things that I take. I usually have these things in a regular tote bag, nothing special. So I'll start with the easiest things. The paint that when I want to paint outside, I take watercolor with me because watercolor is easiest to paint with outside, watercolor or gouache. Really, I don't take acrylic paints outside. I don't know, they're not outside paints to me. So this is really dirty, sorry about that, but this is my little pop up cup and my rag to wipe my brushes, water to keep water. And so that's that. And then I have these two cases, right? When I really want to like have almost nothing like that, I'll take this and one sketchbook. But all of these things are normally in the bag. But when I know that I'm gonna be like in my car literally, I'll take this thing, this little one, and one sketchbook, whatever random sketchbook I take, whatever. If I'm currently working in a sketchbook, like this Pith sketchbook I'm currently working on, right? And I took it out last week when I was doing a sketch at the lake. Where is that thing? Anyway, I can't find it now, but I took it with me because I'm currently using this right now. I'll take whatever I'm currently using or whatever. But if that sketchbook happens to be like a big sketchbook, then I'll have these two sketchbooks, and these are specifically watercolor sketchbooks. One of them is from Temu, really cheap, a couple of bucks I believe, and it has cold press paper in it. It's really cute and the paper is really sturdy. And as you can see, I've done everything that I've done in this book was done outside. So even these, I was doing when I remember this because I started this book a long time ago because it's always in my bag. And so it's not like a book that I use on a daily, but I did everything that's in here was done outside, whether it was in the park, at the lake, or whatever, at the beach or whatever. And this is another sketchbook. This one is a landscape format, and it is Strathmore the 400. You can see that, the 400 series watercolor paper, which it's really good. I highly recommend this book. And it was only like $20 if I remember correctly when I bought it. I bought it a while ago. But the thing that I like about it is Strathmore's watercolor books, like this spread is textured, is cold press, and it's textured. And then the next spread is smooth. You see that? So I really like that. So anyway, I've been using it in studio lately because I kind of want to finish it. I did a couple of drawing sessions, a couple of sketches here and there in studio. But this, for the most part, I like to take out with me. I use it for both. I'm like in studio. I've done things in studio, obviously, and you see that. And then taking it out, this was the lake that I go to. So I always take watercolor sketchbooks with me when I go out because I know, you know, that's what I'm going to paint with or draw with. So, all right. So we have the sketchbooks out of the way. Now this is a palette that I made last spring or last summer, and it has various colors of watercolor. These colors, I just actually added some colors to this, but these are primarily Winsor Newton, Daniel Smith, and Core watercolors in here. And did I say Winsor, Daniel Smith? What was the other one? That's primarily the color. Primarily a lot of Winsor Newton in here. And then this watercolor palette, I got it on Amazon, and you know, it serves its purpose. It's fun. I don't have any complaints about this. It is kind of big though, but you know, I like it because the size, like if I'm sitting on a bench or whatever, you know, I can mix colors here very freely. I try to keep this side clean after every use so that it's ready to go for next time. So this little pouch, I can take it alone if I need to, or because it has inside, has a spray bottle, it has some travel watercolor brushes right here. I'm not going to take the brushes out. We all know what brushes look like. And then in these two little tins, I have my Neocolor 2s that I broke in half last spring. So yeah, I have my Neocolor 2s in here. And here is a Winsor Newton travel watercolor palette that is quite useful, has gotten a lot of love, as you can see, because it's very good, you know, and all of these colors you can mix and make other colors with, and this is something else that I highly recommend for travel sketching as well. Oh yeah, here's the little palette. Usually keep that in there. Okay, so in this case here, I have clips to hold my sketchbook open, and I have this brush pen, this black brush pen that I use as well. A graphite and HB pencil to sketch with, and this is another HB, but this is a water soluble graphite pencil. And I have 2 water brushes in here if necessary, because sometimes, you know, what I'll do is like I'll just spray the palette and then use these brushes. Another little graphite pen, and these colored pencils are actually Caran d'Ache. I had bought this set when they were collaborating with the artist Keith Haring in his estate. They made like this box of colored pencils, and these are actually allegedly watercolor pencils, but they didn't really do a good job on these pencils. I mean, I would use them in terms of being regular colored pencils. They're fine, but adding water or activating them, no. These are not very pigmented, and so when you add the water or you try to activate it, it kind of takes away from the pigment because they're not very pigmented in the first place. So I keep these colored pencils in here, you know, just as, you know, to have another medium, you know, after I use my watercolor or my Neocolors, and I have some colored pencils. But honestly, they're not the best, and that's why I keep them in my travel set. Yes, so that is that. Oops, no. You know how you take things out and you had them so neatly organized and you're like, okay, how do I get it back to the way that it was? All right. Okay. I'm not gonna fuss around. So that's that. And so then this other case I have basically has the same things in it, but just different, just more. So anyway, okay, so I have in this right here, I have my water brushes, I have a Micron pen, and usually that brush pen is in here. Let me put it in here, because that's where the brush pen really goes. I must have taken it, yeah. That's where that brush pen really goes. I usually have it there. And in this little thingy here, I have my shutter things for when I'm recording or taking photos. And then in here, I have some random brushes if I should need them. And then I have these really short colored pencils that are on their way out. Dark sap green, moss green, and Payne's gray, luminance. They're very little, and so they're perfect for travel. Another little graphite pencil, and just these random brushes. I don't know why I have them in there, but I do. You never know. Never know when you might need them. So then this flips over, and then this thing right here is very, very deep, as you can see. Like, you can fit a lot of things in there. So I have this watercolor travel set. So keep in mind, like, if I take this has watercolor in here, and then, you know, if I take everything, I have like so many different watercolor palettes. But I can even take this one alone with just a sketchbook if I really wanted to, because it has everything that I usually use. Okay, so watercolor travel. When I saw this, I was like, oh my god, it's so cute, I have to have it. And it really works well, and the colors are very pigmented. Not gonna lie, this is another recommendation of mine for travel sketching. So that this came with a water brush that's probably lost somewhere. I don't know where it is. But in here, oh, and I keep a white in this one because this palette, as you can see, has a white in it, which is amazing. And not a lot of watercolor palettes come with a white, I noticed. But that one does, which is great. So I keep this white in here. This is a inexpensive De La Roni Aquafine white watercolor. And so I have, you know, the sketchbook clips. And then an eraser. Another pencil. This is the Blackwing matte pencil. And just keep that there so I don't lose track of it. And I have these Tombow markers here. These are neutral colors that I bought on purpose. I think I want to add more colors of some Tombows to here. And then I have this is a Fibralo Caran d'Ache, like it's a brush pen basically. So we have that there. And a water soluble graphite 4B. This is Faber-Castell. I wish it would focus. Okay, there you go. And in here I have a lot of Inktense pencils. Derwent Inktense. and graphite. So everything in here is water soluble. I love water soluble stuff. Okay, give me a watercolor pencil, give me a water soluble crayon, give me watercolors, a watercolor brush marker. I'm here for it all. So everything here is Derwent down there, and these are Inktense pencils and graphite pencils. So, and the graphite is, I believe it's water soluble too, yeah. So yes, this is what I have. Oh, another graphite pencil. I have white, you know, just random Derwent drawing pencils as well in here. Okay, so this is where we keep the colored pencils, and random brush pens, and all the things in here. And this case is great for travel. I got it on Amazon. And so the last thing that I want to show you guys is this board. I ordered this board on Temu. I think it's 11 by 14 or 9 by 12. No, it's 11 by 14. Yeah. And I take it with me just to have something to lean on, and I put my sketchbook on, and it works well. And this spring and summer I plan on going out with paper, so which is good because I can take my papers, like my watercolor paper or my mixed media papers, and just clip them onto this board and go with my supplies. Yeah, so that is all. These are all the little tidbits. Let me put this back, that I take with me when I go out sketching. Okay, so I hope this information helped you, gave you some ideas on what you can do and what you can take with you when you go out sketching on location. As always, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and liking the video and commenting and just engaging with the videos. I would love to get my subscriber count up to 1,000 by the end of this year. So please subscribe and share. And I'm considering doing a giveaway at the end of this summer. I'm just not sure yet. I just want to get something good to give away. And yeah, so again, thank you for being here, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.